What's going on, people? MCU podcast show with me, Cornell B, back again. And you have just witnessed us, Lincoln City 2, Cheltenham Town 1. After being a goal down, despite giving the penalty away, and then fighting spirit, determination, never giving up, never say die, desire, and willingness to win. Before I get in the video, I want to say thank you very, very much to the 490 subscribers who have subscribed to my YouTube channel. Keep on smashing a like and leaving your comments and leaving your views and your opinions in the comments box. It will be very, very appreciated if you give my YouTube channel a subscribe. And obviously, thank you so much to everyone that has subscribed to my YouTube channel. Love to get up to 491. It would be very, very appreciated. So let's get into the match reaction by me, Cornell B, /DJ Cornell B in the house. Back again. Look at this shirt. Honestly, what a win today. Honestly, I gotta be honest. We saw changes being made. We saw Jackson playing today. And honestly, we saw Freddie Drapes keeping his place. Joe Taylor keeping his place. And honestly, I gotta be honest. Moylan obviously dropping to the bench. I was expecting Moylan to obviously play, but honestly, you have to give the other players a chance and an opportunity for them to do what they have to do. But honestly, today I thought we played really well. But especially in the second half, first half we wasn't good at all. And I'll be honest, we wasn't good in the first half because we was put under pressure. And we were obviously Cheltenham are fighting for their lives. They're fighting for their lives to stay in League One. Obviously, it looks like it's obviously over. That obviously there's been 1 or 2 relegations today. Honestly, Port Vale has been relegated and Fleetwood is being relegated. And it looks like obviously Cheltenham look like, despite that they have one more game to play, but honestly they're fighting for their lives to stay up. And honestly, they've shown that they never gave up, and their players were obviously causing threat, especially that Thomas player that plays for them. Honestly, he was a threat going forward, and we had to dig deep, we had to defend deep, but we never gave up. We never lost hope. Because it was coming that they were going to score, even though I said I went with 2-0, because sometimes, and this is where some of us fans can obviously underestimate the opponent and say, "Well, we can easily beat that team 2-0 or 3-0, etc." But honestly, us Lincoln City had a stinker in the first half, and honestly, despite all of that, we never gave lost hope. We saw Ben House playing in midfield. Obviously, there was no Moylan, despite Moylan was on the bench. We saw a young promising player like Okro being on the bench as well. Brilliant to see him on the bench. We saw McCarm on the bench. I mean, honestly, it was brilliant today. Absolutely brilliant. But the first half wasn't great from us. And obviously, the team will obviously improve on that. But honestly, 5, 10, 15 minutes of the game, especially when we gave the penalty away, I was like, well, we can't bottle it now. And then Mandroy gives the ball away, gives the penalty away, bang. They get a penalty, bang. They're 1-0 up. They're 1-0 down. We're 1-0 down. And then obviously we're panicking and thinking, oh, what the other scores are going on. Honestly, I didn't care what was going on with the other scores. But honestly, listen, it was about the performance. It was about the hard working spirit, never giving up, always being determined, and always fighting to the very end. And we did that today. Honestly, 1-0 down. We were under serious threat in that first half. And mostly we had to defend for our lives. Lucas Jensen had to be the hero and keep us in the game. Do you know what I'm saying? Obviously, he didn't get his 20th clean sheet, but honestly, next week against Portsmouth next week, honestly, he's gonna get that 20th clean sheet. And he will be the new Golden Glove winner as you know it. That is called optimism. That is called positivity and believing in this team. But honestly, 15, 25 minutes of the game, we were under pressure. And we were. Because we had to dig deep. We were making silly silly decisions, silly God knows passes that we weren't supposed to do. But honestly, we kept our heads held high. We kept our heads up and said, listen, we might be 1-0 down, but we are going to give everything that we have. Because that is the most important thing for us as a team. And that's the reason why we are in the top 6 for a reason, because of our fighting spirit, our determination, and we will never back down, and we will not die until we are done. And we showed that today. We showed the fighting spirit. We showed the determination. And you know what? All of that was put to bed. All of that was put to bed when Joe Taylor, / Joe Bossman Taylor, scores that equalizing goal. Me watching that on the iPhone or running around my room when Joe Taylor scored, man. Honestly, big up Joe Taylor. Honestly, 10 goals this season. Obviously, he is the best loan signing that we Lincoln City have ever had. Do you know what I'm saying? Even though sometimes it's never nice to fall in love with a lone player. But honestly, Joe Taylor, / Joe Bossman Taylor, honestly, you can't take nothing away from Joe Taylor. Joe Taylor was amazing. Honestly, he fought hard. He fought really, really hard to say, listen, he ain't giving up. He ain't giving up at all. But honestly, that is a finish. What a hit. What a finish. What a finish from the Bossman Taylor. Honestly, 1-0, bang, we are back in it. And I said, even when the halftime whistle blew, I said we're going to get the goal. I said we were going to get the goal. And I said, even today, before today's game, I said that Lincoln City was going to win. I said that we were going to beat Lincoln City. Even though I went with 2-0. Honestly, that went out the window. But honestly, 2-1, man. Honestly, I'll take that. I will take that. I will take that, Root Boy. I will take that. And honestly, going into the second half was so important, obviously, because us, Lincoln City, we were under the cosh. We were under the cosh in the first half, as I put it. But honestly, us, Lincoln City, obviously believed as a team, and we never stopped believing. And I was like, keep the positive energy going. Keep the belief going in the second half. Work hard to go and get that second goal. Work hard for the 3 points. Work hard to get that win today. And we did. We did. We did. We worked hard today. Despite that we were a goal down. Despite Mandroyu's mistake costing us the penalty. But you know what? Danny Mandroyu, / Danny Rude Boy Mandroyu, he kept his head high and said, listen, I made a mistake, but I'm still going to have my best game. And that's why I like Danny Mandroyu. That's why he's so quality. That's why he's the best quality player that we have, despite what other people may think. Second half, we were guns blazing. We were guns blazing. Despite that, Cheltenham had more better of the second half, despite us possession-wise, keeping possession on the ball and being as good as we are on the ball as we have shown this season. But honestly, we had to get that second goal. We had to get that second goal. Brilliant cross from Sorensen. Sorensen doing what he does best. Big up, lass. And then honestly, Freddie Draper. All we hear is Freddie Draper, Freddie oh cuckoo, Freddie oh gaga. All we hear is Freddie Draper, Freddie Draper. Freddie once knew that we still love him. Freddie Draper scores the winning goal. The winning goal to make it Lincoln City 2, Cheltenham Town 1. And we are in the top 6. We are in the top 6. Because it is time that this team, you see this team right here, you see this team, Lincoln City Football Club, have some happiness right now. Because we need it. The city needs it. The county needs it. We need the happiness. And we got it. We got it. And we are in the top 6. And you know what's funny? You know what's real funny as well? Despite that we won 2-1 today, honestly, I would have been nice to score a third goal. But honestly, happy with 2-1, obviously. And it was a brilliant result that us, Lincoln City, can really be proud of. And you know what's real funny? Obviously, Oxford United bottling it yesterday, yeah? Obviously bottling it that they were gonna win all their 2 games and get into the top 6. Honestly, it's in our hands now, not Oxford's. I mean, Oxford's have to go to Exeter, obviously. They have to go on and try and get a result there, but Exeter ain't lying down cheap. Exeter ain't stupid. If Exeter beats Oxford, which they probably will do, and we beat Portsmouth, which looks likely that Portsmouth, despite they are champions, they're going to obviously say, well, okay, Lincoln City, you do your thing. We'll celebrate. We'll celebrate our title, and you celebrate the top 6. And you know what? Listen, this is the best performance that we Lincoln City could ever be proud of, because Lord Jesus Christ, Lord God was hearing my prayers today. Was hearing my prayers this morning when I put the message out, when I sent the message to Lincoln City Football Club and the players and Skabala. My prayers was heard. It was heard. Because us, Lincoln City, not just won the game, we showed the fighting desire spirit that we, Lincoln City, will never back down. And next week, against Portsmouth, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to have a better improved first half and a better second half like we did today. And we will not stop. We will not stop at anything until we have achieved our goal. Because I'll tell you this, Portsmouth, you don't know what you're getting yourself into next week. Last day of the season, final game of the season, LNER Stadium, us against you. We are going to beat you next week. We are going, despite that you don't have nothing to play for. You guys are champions. You guys are going to be playing championship football next season. But us, Lincoln City, we have worked so hard to be in top 6. We have worked hard to be in the top 6, and we deserve to be in the playoffs this season. Despite the injury crisis slightly that is going on with the likes of Bish and others, but it doesn't matter. One thing that matters is that us, Lincoln City, will never say that we are done. Next week against Portsmouth, we are going to beat you, Portsmouth. We are going to beat you. We are going to embarrass you next week, because we have never been determined as we have been all our life this season. Despite drawing, losing to Portsmouth, that gets put to bed. Portsmouth, you don't know what you've got yourself into. You lost to Wigan today, 2-1. You're going to lose to Liverpool. You're going to lose to us. You're going to lose to Lincoln City, to us, Lincoln City, that is fighting for a top 6. Oxford, we are taking the top 6 from you. You won't be 6 next week. You're going to lose to Exeter City, and you're going to be beaten by Exeter City. And when you are beaten, that top 6, that final playoff place is going to be ours. And this is a message to the Lincoln City players. Next week, I want you to take the game to Portsmouth next week. And I want you to do it with determination, fighting spirit, desire, willingness to win, belief, optimism, and giving everything that you guys have and putting everything on the line. Defense, midfield, final third. Don't matter who they got. We, Lincoln City, are going to fight until the very end. And we will not stop at nothing until we have achieved that goal. Because we will not stop at anything. And Lucas Jensen next week, he will become the new Golden Glove winner. Top 6 playoffs, we are coming for you. And we will finish there. No matter what odds Portsmouth throws at us, we are going to break it down. And the whole stadium of the LNER Stadium will be shouting, "We are going up, so we are going up. We are going up, so we are going up." Because we'll be going up into that playoffs. And something special is going to happen. Thank you so much to the Imps View podcast show, my podcast, and to everyone watching the podcast show today. Thank you so much. I can't help it. I'm so happy right now that we Lincoln City have won the game. Honestly, thank you so much. Love to get out to 491 subscribers. It'll be very, very appreciated. So keep on smashing your likes and leaving your comments. Thank you so much. Up the Imps. Back again.